Let's get into some basketball stuff because we got
this a
some
basketball
contract extensions and so on and so forth. Steph Curry has agreed on a 1-year, $62.6 million extension that will keep him under contract through 2026, 2027. That was the most amount of money they could give him, as you can imagine. And because he's over 36 or 37, that was the longest deal that they can do. I guess there's a rule that if you're super old, you can't be signing these multi-year extensions. So
Really?
1 year, $62 million.
Oh, an extension, but if he was a free agent,
he can get whatever he wants.
Yeah, okay,
But
that makes
extension-wise,
sense.
yeah, it's the only one.
That's weird the league would put that rule in.
They ruling up.
I guess so.
I'm trying to think about why it would happen that way.
Yeah, because I can't remember an extension recently that was like bad. That
Well, that's because we haven't got to the extensions.
The only thing I could think of is like a play. Let's say it's a one-team player. He's 38 years old, but he's the one-team player. He kind of has the leverage to get like a $100 million contract because you don't want to get rid of a fan favorite. But that don't even really make sense too much either.
So wait, what did they say again?
This
he
is
got $62 million.
$62.6 million, but because he's over 35, 36, whatever the rule is, he only can do a 1-year extension at a time.
Oh, he can't do it. Okay.
Now if he hit free agency, he can sign a 4-year deal if he wanted to.
Yeah.
But extension-wise.
As a franchise, wouldn't you kind of want that too, though?
What do you mean?
I mean, this is Steph Curry, so it's a little different, but just older players in general, it's like, if I'm going to give you all this money, I'd rather just have it for the 1 year instead of having like a 4-year.
Because if it go wrong,
then at least it's only a 1-year deal.
But even this is like through 2027. How many seasons? That's 2 seasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
So okay, it's not that bad. Either way, for the franchise or for the player, because it is just this.
Or maybe he felt like he wants to retire in 2 years.
No.
Mm-mm.
Nothing about
But I'm
his
saying
game.
it's like it's a rule either way.
Yeah, I was going to say, they could just extend him the next year.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Warriors. That's a little bit of a monkey off their back, a little bit, because
he was dual posting on Instagram with LeBron.
Right.
Yeah.
Changing profile pics and bios.
He erased the bio.
So
it wasn't no back in my mind that Steph Curry would resign, though. Like, he's a for-lifer for the Warrior, no matter how it kind of looks.
I used to think that too, but I feel him on like the playing. On the competing and winning. It is very appealing to be a one-teamer, but when you've done what he's done for them, if Steph Curry wanted to leave for the last 2 or 3 years of his career to go compete, especially after what he just did on the USA stage, I couldn't really fault him. As long as you're not jumping on some jocks or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You ain't joining the Celtics. You get what I'm saying? Like, as long as he ain't doing that.
Would that be equivalent to him playing with LeBron?
No, because the Lakers suck. Well, not suck, but they're not.
They're not no contender.
Yeah, they're not good like that.
And Steph, definitely. That would be crazy, though. Because we already saw them have some sort of chemistry in the Olympics. Putting them on a real court together where they have a full
Well, I just think that means that the other way is going to happen.
What do you mean?
Because you saw that report a few weeks ago where Rich Paul was the one that ended the whole
because he didn't want
LeBron go to the Warriors thing. Maybe it's back on the table eventually.
For LeBron going to the Warriors?
Yeah.
I mean, as a Laker fan, I'd be a little hurt because it's like it wasn't my team that Steph came to, but as a basketball fan, I would still like to see LeBron and Steph Curry on just the same team regardless.
I was surprised
especially at
when
the end of their
report
career.
came out. Mm-hmm. I just, like, at this point, LeBron, he went to the Miami Heat, you know what I mean? The Warriors, it ain't like he's going at the peak Warriors.
Yeah.
They would need him. It's the same thing with Curry going to the Lakers. Now, if you're just against players teaming up in general, then cool, whatever. But with the league right now, both of them would go and raise the ceilings to each team. It ain't like each team is in the finals.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I wouldn't get that either.
It's way more respectable. And I'm looking at it from Bron's standpoint because he's already done it. Now, if Rich Paul represented Steph, and it's like, we don't want Steph to ever join nobody. His legacy is flawless. He don't got none of that on his name. Let's just never do it. Then cool. But if you are Rich Kleiman or Rich Paul, who represent KD and Brown, who've already done it, what's it to do it again? Mm-hmm. And it's going to be way different with the Warriors. The Warriors are going to be tougher than the Big Three Heat.
A lot of the
Draymond ain't Bosh.
The reports were about the optics of it happening. And I was just thinking to myself, nobody that is neutral / LeBron fan is going to be like, oh, he played for one more team, so he can't be the GOAT. I feel like if you already hate Bron, nothing can really happen to change that. So him going to another team wouldn't even matter for the conversation. It's nobody that was like, Bron is the GOAT right now, but if he went to the Warriors, he my number 2. Like that, I don't feel like that conversation exists. So, no disrespect to the Lakers, but like if it happened, I'd be really excited about
There
it.
is nothing Bron could do that people who don't like him would stop disliking him.
If they didn't start liking him after the Cleveland championship, then there's nothing he can do.
I was legit thinking yesterday that like I was thinking about that Miami Heat team with the Heatles and everything. I was like, I never felt the way about another team again like I felt about the Heat team. Like
For
I
real?
never,
Yeah.
I
the
never
Warriors kind of
I didn't feel that same
they
way.
kinda
I think
got
it was
me a
more
little
so
bit.
about the Kevin Durant thing. I was a
Yeah.
little mad at that, but I never like hated the Warriors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think more so my hate came from the fact that they kept beating the Bulls. That was more so my hate. It really wasn't like I hate the Heat. 'Cause once
No.
LeBron left and he went to the Cavs, it was all love. Like I didn't care.
So you hated Bron.
I hated him beating our team all the time.
he was beating them before he went to the Heat.
I know, and then it just got even worse.